Look at this. We have. What a great group of guys for a Saturday morning. I had to wake people up on the West Coast. Patrick is drinking coffee. Patrick Southern, of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Protein shake, but yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. So Patrick Southern decided to join us today.
Hey, guys.
And Bill Davis, lower left, Brad Olson in the lower center, and Jeffrey Orthwine in the bottom right. And Jeffrey, did you anywhere yet? So it's okay. Hey, we're back.
Oops.
Hey, Jeffrey, don't do that next time. So what were you?
I will not be lower thirded.
No, what I was going to say was Jeffrey's obviously grew a beard for a part, right? An acting part.
Yes, the summer off part.
Summer off part. What about the? I got to do a session at the Creative Summit. I don't want to be recognized.
That's what it is. Yeah, I'm going incognito until the summit. Then I'll shave it off or not. I don't know. I don't know.
I was doubling Shia LaBeouf.
Maybe that'll be my session, shaving.
Oh, there you go.
That will not be appealing to anybody.
There you go. That'll be perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure this is
This is the real thing.
What were you saying?
No. I think we're planning something a little more interesting than that for the summit.
And I guess you can't tell what it is yet, right? It's not on the website.
I probably should. It's not on the website. No, I probably shouldn't release any details before the conference itself is ready to talk about it. But I think this should be a fun one.
Oh, absolutely. I have no doubt. That it'd be a fun one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I know you and Patrick both are presenting.
Yep.
I guess Patrick's not going to tell us what he's doing either.
No, probably best not.
Yeah,
probably for the same reason.
Probably for the same reason, yeah. But I don't know if it's 2 or 3 sessions. It'll be fun, whatever the case is.
So Tony, our friend Gallardo, says, "How's it going, gentlemen?"
Hey, Tony.
Tony's in Texas, right?
Yeah, I think so.
San Antonio.
He's always talking about barbecue, so he must be in Texas. That's a required subject for people in Texas.
Every time he comes on one of these, he's always barbecuing something.
Exactly.
And making us hungry.
I think I'm always talking about barbecue. I don't live in Texas, but maybe I should. Given their barbecue game. Tony could probably teach me a thing or two.
I'm sure he could. I think he'd teach all of us something.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also Kansas City and Nashville. And
there are so many kinds of barbecue. There's many kinds of barbecue in America as there are Mexican food subgenres in the Southwest. It's astonishing.
It's very true.
You're absolutely correct.
There are places that consider brisket to be tri-tip. Other people consider brisket as just beef. And, are you a sauce person? Do you do no sauce? Is it rub? Is it vinegar-based sauce? Is it, something that's more of a brown sugary molasses type
I've been told
sauce?
that if you're leaving Carolina and you're going across the state border, they search your car for barbecue materials and they confiscate them because you can't take Carolina barbecue stuff across state lines.
So, Patrick, back in Oklahoma, were you in like a nexus of barbecue places, or did they have their own Oklahoma barbecue?
There was kind of a crossover between, I feel like, the Kansas City style and the Texas style. What I can tell you about Oklahoma barbecue is that we did rely on sauces and rub, and that usually it was 2 parts pecan to 1 part hickory when it came to the rub mix. Not rub mix, the wood mix.
Wood. Yeah, the smoke.
Wood mix. The smoke was, the rub, couldn't tell you exactly what's in the rub. I mean, brown sugar.
It's the heart and soul of barbecue is get something sweet in there.
Yeah. And it's not real barbecue unless it's been smoking for at least 4 hours. So I remember actually going to the Pepper Mill in Vegas with you guys, and I asked the waitress how long the ribs were cooked, and she said, "Oh, they're very fast." And I said, "Okay, I'll do something else."
So I don't know if you noticed I worked in a back in Oklahoma there. Anyway.
For a long time at NAB, there was a guy who brought in an actual big, how they take 55-gallon drums and they cut them in half and they turn those into barbecues. There was a guy out there. He was at the front a few years, and then they took him in the back where all of the satellite trucks used to be for a couple of years after that and gave him a big place. But he was doing serious barbecue at NAB for, 4 or 5 years there.
I mean, I wish he would do it again.
No, absolutely.
You don't want a tuna sandwich that's been packaged in cellophane for 2.5 weeks before the show? I'm shocked.
Surprise.
So we had some news dominated the Final Cut Pro community last night. It shocked some people. I guess it shocked everybody, right?
We should get somebody on this talk who knows something about that.
Wait, was there a new version of Final Cut that dropped?
This is just as exciting. Almost.
Oh, boy.
Almost. So you announced, Patrick, yesterday on Twitter and Facebook that you have left LumaForge and are now headed towards Frame.io after a short vacation.
That is true. And the short vacation is mostly for the purpose of finishing up the feature film that I've been working on.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds really interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. That's the kind of backstage tent revival religion kind of thing. Is that? I'm sure I'm totally misrepresenting it, but
it's a film that's about two guys who are neither Christian nor filmmakers who decide to make a Christian film.
There you go.
There's money there. And it doesn't have to be good. I'm speaking as somebody who's edited some faith-based films.
Yeah. So it's funny. Both Fox News and Breitbart have already written articles panning the movie for being about people with nefarious intent, and they base that on what they read on The Hollywood Reporter, not based on having talked to us or knowing what the script is or.
Nothing more intelligent than a review of something that you've never seen.
Right.
That's my feeling.
Never seen. Don't have all the details on.
Doesn't exist.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the state of the union as far as news goes anyway for quite a while now. They do that all the time.
Well, that was my contention about the launch of Final Cut Pro 10, right? That's exactly what I said. It's like nobody had seen it. Nobody knew what it was, but everybody had an opinion about it. So it's the American process now. You can have opinions about stuff that doesn't exist.
Wait, Brad, did you hit play on Off the Tracks while we were having this conversation? Because I'm pretty sure
that was the same thing.
I did,
Bill
but
said.
I forgot. I didn't have the music stem turned on, so.
Oh, got it. Okay.
It wasn't as dramatic, but it was in fast forward too.
Yeah. So yeah, it's true. I'm taking a short break to work on the feature film, and then heading to New York for 10 days for orientation, and then getting started here in Los Angeles doing content and workflow architecture. My official title is going to be Workflow Architect. I'm thinking of changing my name to Art Vandelay. And it'll be exciting. Don't have an office here in LA right now, so it'll either be here in my apartment or a local coffee shop for a couple of weeks, and then hopefully we're able to get a space that we can actually use to start creating some content. So,
are you going to repurpose anything you did at LumaForge? Just curious.
Repurpose? You
Sure.
mean like rehash old stuff?
In other words, when you left LumaForge, you took a jellyfish, I'm sure. You put it in your bag, you snuck past security and.
Well, there's not a security to sneak past at LumaForge. There's,
Okay.
Just a couple of dogs that'll bark at you real loud. But
they're sweet.
But
they'll lick your hands.
If
Give them a rib that's been cooking for at least 4 hours, and they're good for the rest of the day.
Yeah, they're totally good for a week.
If it's been cooking for 4 hours, the meat will come right off the bone.
That's true.
3 seconds.
Well,
Better
but they
the rib
chew
than
on the
your leg.
bones. They'll chew on the bones, though.
Right.
No, absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
no, unfortunately, I was not able to leave with the jellyfish, which makes me a little sad. Frame.io has one in their New York office, and I'm trying to convince them that they don't need it there.
There you go. There you go. Exactly.
I'm a single editor working by myself in Los Angeles, and I definitely need a collaborative editing server.
So does Frame.io have anybody else on the West Coast at this point?
There are a number of people on the sales team for sure, and I think there's one person in developer relations.
Okay.
And there's me, and I don't know much else because I've still not been to orientation. So.
There you go. Of course.
I'm sure I'll find out.
Is it David Kong? Is he still there? Is that the right name?
Yeah,
There's a guy that was in the Bay Area.
Yeah, David Kong will be my supervisor. But he's now based in New York. He moved to New York maybe a year ago, something like that.
I'm just not that good at stalking Frame.io employees, I guess.
Yeah,
As their number one fan.
Sure.
Yeah, you have more swag than I do. Well, I mean, again,
I've got this
orientation. Once I go to orientation, I'm sure I'll have. I'll at least catch up. But
I've got a Frame.io notebook.
Do you have the socks?
I do have the socks. I'm not wearing the socks.
Do you have the socks and the underwear? Is that what you've got?
I mean, I didn't know that they had underwear. I know for sure that they have socks because I've seen Jeff Greenberg wearing them.
Oh, you have?
That is the most subtle plugging merch I have
listen.
ever heard about. If somebody's getting to the point where they can see your socks.
Well, I'm saying, Patrick, I'm glad you didn't say you saw Jeff Greenberg's underwear. That's what I'm glad you... In his Frame.io underwear.
I can't say whether or not that's
hat.
Oh, you
I did give away my Frame.io hat because I don't wear hats, ironically, even though I'm fedora pictures.
I was gonna say a guy with fedora pictures never wears hats. That's
I have the hat, and then Anyway, I am Frame.io's number one fan, and I did post this week to Frame.io that they were on Emery's post that they were my favorite company, and Patrick seemed to take some umbrage to that. And I guess that's why you asked for a job, because you were not working for my favorite company. Is this not true, Patrick?
Well, more or less, it was one of those things of I knew I couldn't say anything yet, so I faked umbrage.
The NDA stare.
Right.
I'll answer this.
Right. But, I find it intriguing. I thought that LumaForge was your favorite company, but I guess I was wrong.
They didn't give me as much swag. I got one LumaForge t-shirt and one LumaForge jacket, but I have a little bit more. And I'm not allowed to wear my jacket because it has the old LumaForge logo. Although maybe because Krista isn't there anymore, she won't come after me and kill me with her diamond ring. So
yeah.
Oh, was that on the air? I don't know if that's on the air.
No, that wasn't on the air. But people were there. They were live. They saw it live.
Don't get rid of your old swag though, because old logos are like awesome. I have an old Apple windbreaker from it must have been 89 or 88 from NAB that somehow I got a hold of, and I love that thing. I mean, the logo is like 30 logos ago.
Sure.
And Brad, that old logo made LumaForge look like it was an 80s death metal band. So,
and what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
The death metal phase of shared stories.
Yeah, I think that definitely fits Sam and Josh and Eric's personalities. So,
100%.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, what are you up to these days? I haven't talked to you for a while about filmmaking.
Well, I've been bouncing around across different projects this summer. doing little projects along the way. In terms of filmmaking, my partner Andy and I are hard at work. We've been developing a new script, which is shaping up to be something interesting.
Cool.
I like the direction it's heading right now. There's still a lot in front of us. But that's been fun. That's been kind of occupying some of my extra time. Dedicating some time to writing as well.
Right.
So
what
that's
genre
kind of
are you writing in, Jeff? What genre is the script?
What genre? It is. Let's see. I would call it, or the kind of path we're going down is sort of a what's the word? Kind of
a teen romance
movie,
post-apocalyptic dance movie.
Just,
movie.
if you guys can't guess what genre he's working in with that beard that he's got, like, he's in a basement right now. He's got a full beard. Those are clues. And he likes. And Jeff is my Twin Peaks buddy. Both of us are big fans of Twin Peaks, so those are 3 clues right there.
David
those
Lynch
are 3 clues. Yeah, I wish any of those would factor in. No, it's kind of it's sort of we're just kind of looking at it as a heist movie redux.
There you